Hi there. Losing a job can be a stressful, hurtful, and confusing time for most. What's even worse is, most of the time it comes at pretty unexpectedly, and at some point you start wondering, how do I sell my house because of job loss in San Diego? My name is Brian Malo, and I'm the president of Trusted House Buyers. Since we buy houses in San Diego, we often assist people who are trying to get help with job loss. And I'm going to speak to you today. It might seem like a random parking lot, but we're in the unemployment office of San Diego, located just north of Serra Mesa. Normally, it doesn't take too long for most people to switch into sort of a crisis mode when they lose their job unexpectedly. They typically blow right through the savings that they might have saved pretty quickly, and then they sort of scramble to figure out what to do to survive. Let's talk a little bit about today some of the things that might help you during this tough time and ways to weather the storm first, depending on how far along you are. And then I'll give you an easy solution to consider if you've exhausted all your options and are still stressed and don't know really where to turn. If you can't turn things around or find another job very quickly, it's going to be important to establish some financial priorities. First, is there any other way you can generate income? If you lost a job and you have no money, and you lost that job to no fault of your own, you may be eligible to receive unemployment benefits, which is why we're walking up to the EDD office now. This is a resource you need to know and get very familiar with. Keep in mind those unemployment benefits will be significantly less than what your salary was. Also get familiar with COBRA health insurance or covered California options. Now, in the meantime, can you get part-time work until you find a permanent job? What about other ideas, like should you consider renting out an area of the house as a way to supplement any money you might have coming in? Extra money from renting out a bedroom or basement or a converted living space in your house could go a long way to bridge the gap. Do you have an emergency fund? Any savings to hold you over? Or can you pull from a retirement account? Last resorts possibly, but if you are unemployed for an extended period of time and have a mortgage, you have to get all the options on the table. Some other ways to survive are to borrow money or maybe even consider liquidating some assets. The bird agrees. Liquidate some assets that you or family might have. Take a good look at everything you own. Think about converting those assets into cash. Take inventory of everything you own and make decisions with your family as to what can be sold for a profit. Now, the other side of your personal financial statement equation is going to be your expenses. Experiencing the loss of your employment will often mean that you will need to make some compromises. Tough, but very important. You should probably look into dramatically cutting expenses and establishing some priorities for outgoing money. Aside from food and mortgage, all your other expenses should take a lower priority during these troubled times. Now, if you start missing your house payments, you've basically lost job and can't pay mortgage. Consider some of these options to stop foreclosure in San Diego if it's imminent. Once you've looked at your income and expenses and have focused primarily on the roof over your head and the food on the table, another solution might be to help consider is start fresh. Sell your house fast for cash. If you have nowhere else to turn and are up against a tough spot because of a lack of income, expenses are piling up, in addition to having a house that might not be brand new or need some work, there is help. This option simply allows you to take a step back and hit the reset button. You can get out from under this burden quickly and easily and buy yourself some time, possibly even with some money in your pocket. Your best solution if you need to sell your home quickly due to job loss in this scenario is to find a cash buyer. This is of course what we help homeowners with. When looking to sell my house because of job loss San Diego, we buy homes fast, as is, for cash and can close very quickly. We understand this is a very tough situation when you're searching for things like lost job and need to sell a house. We handle each of these sensitive situations with honesty and integrity. It's not a time that anyone wants to be fooled around with. And you have my word, that is not what our company is about. We are accredited by the Better Business Bureau, and our customers have been more than pleased with how they are treated and how are we able to help them. If you are facing a situation where you need to sell a house because of job loss in San Diego, give us a call and see what we can do for you. We'd love to help out if we can. If we can't, or if you are uninterested in the offer we give you, or better yet, if you find employment that will get you through the tough time, that's okay too. We would actually be very happy for you. Call us at Trusted House Buyers today, 619-786-0973. You can always ask for me directly. My name is Brian, and we look forward to helping. Thanks for watching.